Islington's queer history, wider Islington LGBTQIA plus history project video 17. Highbury Fields and the Gay Liberation Front, 1970. The Gay Liberation Front met on the 27th of November 1970, and they had a torchlight rally. Torches and candles were brought by these 150 members to express a lot of rage against their police treatment. And this followed one of many arrests. Lewis Eakes was arrested a few days before this for importuning in a toilet on Highbury Fields. I mentioned it in recent videos about how the police, after the partial decriminalisation of homosexuality in 1967, started focusing their attention on um, any gay behaviour that fell outside the remit in terms of not in a private property, or not people who were like gay men who were not yet 21 years of age, because it took a long time before the age of consent was equalised for gay men. It was brought down, I think, first to 18, and then it was brought down to 16, which is the same age of consent in the UK as heterosexual people. So Lewis Eakes had been arrested for the crime of importuning, and there would be like undercover police officers who would pick up on a man smiling or winking or flirting in any way with another man, and that was considered illegal in 1970. So these police stings led to many arrests, and Lewis Eakes' case was like a final straw. Um, the There is often, in cases where the law changes, it's the same as when research comes up with findings for medical evidence for things. There's an attitude lag. There's a inertia before people realize that the LGBTQIA plus community are not harmful. After many years of thinking that LGBTQIA plus people are unnatural, it took a long time to reset. And unfortunately, even then, it's very quick for them to suddenly start believing that LGBTQIA plus is unnatural. It's fairly exhausting the way intolerance works, the way bigotry works. It's is pushing harder to the open door to get out, but when the other side are pushed to shut the door, there's 10 times as many of them, so they push it back very quickly. Of course, there are allies who support LGBTQIA plus people, so it's not perhaps 10 times as much, but it often feels like it's a majority. There's more people pushing against the 10 or 20 or 25%. There's still a large number of people on the other side who either don't care about LGBTQIA plus rights or actively are fighting to shut them down, to shut down LGBTQIA plus rights. So, protests started. The GLF got got some publicity. They they got a plaque put up. The GLF started fragmenting in around 1973, 1974. And a good book that explains about this is Lisa Powers' No Bath, Plenty of Bubbles, 1995. Um, it's not available in ebook, otherwise I'd probably try and find some quotes, but there again, well, um, I may actually talk about Lisa Power at some point, but she's still alive. She doesn't live in Islington. She lives in Wales, but she's definitely one of Islington's LGBTQIA plus heroes. And again, she has a pink pin that's gone missing. But back on this, the GLF and the attitudes, inertia, we we have Pride every year. There's Pride Month, which is June, because of the Stonewall riots that happened in on the night of the 27th, 28th of June. But many Pride events happen in the months around then, from July. There's the London Pride happened, and then Trans Pride happened later in July. There's still many events happening. Maidstone Pride happened yesterday, I gather. In Also in August and in September, there are other Pride events. They do tend to happen during the summertime of the year, so it's Pride season as such. And so many cities and towns, I know small Welsh towns that have Pride events, and that's really joyful to hear about. I haven't been to any of them, mainly because I've been in London, but I hope to at some point travel to see Pride events in other parts of the country. Um, but Pride isn't just a celebration, it's still a protest. It's even more of a protest now. We need continual vigilance because of how easily our rights can be rolled back. And so it's always an act of defiance. From that first event in November 1970 in the UK, the Pride events that started in the UK in 1972, from very small numbers to growing enormously, thanks to often thanks to the political pushback that's led to people coming out. It's the way when Section 28 came into power, suddenly the numbers mushroomed. And similarly, with the Supreme Court decision on the 16th of April this year, by the following weekend, 30,000 people supporting the trans movement came out that Saturday to Trafalgar Square. There have been tactics used by the opposition, the people who want to rule back the rights, such as publishing their guidance late on a Friday night, to make it impossible um, to get the momentum, to get people out on a Saturday. I mean, the EHRC guidance came out on a Friday night, and a process couldn't happen on the Sunday because it was the London Marathon, and so that was one of those nefarious tactics. So anyway, thanks for watching. I've um, gone off on a few tangents, but I appreciate you watching. Please like if you like this, and hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.